guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to just be a chit chat, get ready with me, little editing. It's probably going to be long. Get yourself a drink, coffee, snack, whatever you've got, and let's get ready. Today is Mother's Day. I am probably not going to get around to posting this for a few weeks, but I just wanted to check in and see how everything was going. We haven't had a sit down like this in a while. I think the last time I filmed was my monthly favorites from April, so it's May 13th, so it's been a while. I am using the Glam Glow Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer in Nude Glow. And this is just a kind of an illuminating moisturizer. It's, you know, if you have oily skin, I think you'll hate it, but if I'm using a very matte finish foundation, I like something like this. I did use my e.l.f. eye cream. What's it called? It's illuminating eye cream as well. Interesting. Now I'm not going to be using a primer today because I find that moisturizer actually is pretty clingy and the dewiness is exactly what I need. But I'm using the Bobbi Brown Under Eye Corrector in medium to dark peach. So I actually own this in light to medium peach and medium to dark peach, and I like the medium to dark better even on my skin tone because I feel like it really counteracts those dark circles. So anyway, I'm going to use the Stila Stay All Day Foundation in the shade Light. And my e.l.f. foundation brush. This is that one I did a review on, but you just pump down, and then the foundation comes out. So what's new with you guys? What are you doing for Mother's Day? Any major plans? Today is my first, technically, Mother's Day, but last year I was due on May 16th. So, and my first scheduled C-section was supposed to be May 10th. And so my husband was smart and got me a gift last year. He got me a necklace with like my birthstone, his birthstone, and our daughter's birthstone on it last year. And then today I opened my gifts already this morning. I'm getting ready. It's only like 7 something, but Daisy's downstairs with Daddy if you hear any noises. He got me 6 of my coffee travel tumblers that I use constantly, and 6 of my big old water cups. This one, they're from Amazon. The straw is actually bent. You see? It almost snapped, but I can still use it. These are huge, and I really like them. So he got me 6 more of them from Amazon. They're by, I think, Masa, M-A-A-S-A, something like that. Really good cups, but they are breakable. So, like, if you bang this plastic on the ground, that's it. It's over. It says BPA-free, hand-washed, do not microwave, made in China, in case you were curious. I don't think they're, like, dirt cheap, but if you bought 6 of them, they must not be, like, super expensive. But I go through them because they break, so. Anyway, and then he got me a milk frother because in April, we were at his aunt's house and she had a Nespresso, and we used it, and I used the milk frother. And I'm like, I don't really care about the coffee quality because I put creamer in my coffee. Like, I don't notice, ooh, this is such rich flavor. You know, I'm not putting some on my chest today because my shirt's lower later, the one I'm going to be wearing later. But I put creamer in my coffee, so I don't really care if something is, you know, deep flavor or whatever. But I do like the frothy milk on top. So he bought me a milk frother, not the Nespresso one, because we just have, I think it's called a Hamilton Beach coffee maker. And if you guys, you might like this coffee maker. This is not like a coffee review or something, but it makes a single pot, a big pot or a single cup, and you don't use like Keurig cups or anything. You don't have to buy the Nespresso like individual pod things or whatever. You actually just use grounds. So I buy like a, you know, big old thing of ground coffee. I do decaf, he does full calf, so that's why like we can't just like make a pot for both of us. And yeah, so he uses that, and I'm using the Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define Full Coverage Conceal and Contour in the shade C5, while I use the single serve side, and it's been working really well. But anyway, so he got me the frother. This is an IT Cosmetics double-sided brush from their Ulta kit. Patting that in. And I really like it. I had my first cup this morning. You just frothed me some milk on top. It was so good. Anyway, we are hosting a lunch today. Funny fact in our family. My husband's mom, her birthday is May 10th, and my mom's birthday is May 13th, and my sister's birthday is May 11th. And in 2018, Mother's Day falls on May 13th, which is my mom's Mother's Day and her birthday. So we decided to just, even though it's my holiday too, I shouldn't have to host or plan anything, we decided to go ahead and make a lunch here. So we're doing like Italian food. Now I'm using Makeup Forever's Duo Matte in 202 pressed powder and an e.l.f. complexion brush, just a light dusting, mostly concentrating this under the eyes. But then I kind of like take what's left and just do the T-zone a little bit. I'm gonna do a little bit more coverage on this there. But yeah. Also, what else do I have to tell you guys? Maybe TMI, but I've stopped taking birth control, and we are, I guess you could say, trying to have our second baby. Daisy turns 1 on May 23rd. She may already be 1 by the time this goes up, but I wanted to it may take a while though because I'm still breastfeeding. This is the Makeup Forever Jessie J Face Contour Trio thing, I think it's called. Face Trio? Cheek Sculpt Trio, something like that. It's got a bronzer, blush, and a highlight. So I'm going to use the other end of that IT Cosmetics brush and the bronzer. So yeah, I mean, don't be surprised if I'm pregnant again, but also I'm not really sure how this is going to work because I haven't had a period since before my first pregnancy, which ended in a miscarriage. So it's been 2 years since I've had a period. So I don't know, you know, I'm just tracking my basal body temperature and, you know, trying to figure that out and tracking as much as I can in my Ovia fertility app. This blush in here is very pigmented. I don't need much. I just like tap my brush in it and then that's enough to give me the rosy cheek look you see here. And then I'm going to use the side I used for my concealer in the highlighter. I initially purchased this or picked this out from the VIB sale. I don't normally pick out things that are like in collaboration with celebrities or in, you know, YouTubers or whatever because they're always limited edition. But this one I made an exception for because it is travel friendly. I could see myself on my business trips taking this instead of like a blush or bronzer and a highlight. Just taking this. And then these also, this is a really pretty inner corner highlight for your eyes. This is a pretty transition shade. And this could work as an eyeshadow. So it's like a dual purpose kind of thing. And that has been something I'm very drawn to right now. Just grabbing my MAC Paint Pot and Soft Ochre. I'm really drawn to like dual purpose products because I took a trip in October to New Jersey, New York. I took one in November, December, both. And then I took another one to Boston in March. And I may be going back to Boston in June. So I am traveling more now. And I just, you know, with the breast pump and cooler and all that, it's just too much to carry. So now I'm using the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly palette. This is like probably one of my all-time favorite palettes. There are some things in here I really love, like this peach color. It's the perfect transition shade. It's called Soft and Sweet Spread the Love. And I'm using the IT Cosmetics brush. I think this is a Real Technique, sorry, 200. It's like the really big powder eyeshadow brush. Like the standard shape though. I can use it for blending. I can use it for anything. But yeah, that peach color, I'm going to zoom you in. Ready? Here. As Coffee Break with Danny says, welcome to my face. It's just perfect for kind of like making an easy transition from whatever eyeshadow look I do and whatever color I put in the crease to like the natural color by the brows. I do need to do my brows. Oh well. I'm going to go back into this face trio thing and I am going to do some inner corner highlighting with this color. See how pretty that is? I mean, it's like really brightening and shimmery. I'm going to go ahead and use that highlighter on the lid too. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing on the lid, but it doesn't hurt to have this down as a base first. But yeah, so I am still breastfeeding Daisy, and we are going to start the transition to cow's milk, whole milk, once she turns 1 on the 23rd. So I may already have started by the time you're watching this. Now I'm going into the bronzer shade in this trio. And I'm using the e.l.f. crease brush in the crease. So I'm going to be starting the transition to cow's milk, and that is kind of sad. You know, I used to pump 3 times per work shift when she was at Grandma and Grandpa's house during the day. Then I switched to 2 times a shift during after my business trip. Late March, I switched to twice a work shift. And now, beginning of May or so, I switched to 1 time per work shift. Might have been like May 7th or so, this last week. I did 1 pump during the day, and that was it. So I went like 4 or 5 hours. But the biggest change that we've made this last month in my breastfeeding and life is we sleep train Daisy. So she is not really sleeping through the night like I would like to say she is. She sleeps through the night about every other night. But right now, we don't feed her in the middle of the night. If she wakes up, that's it. I don't care. Like, I care. I'll go back in there. I'll soothe her, whatever. I don't pick her up from the crib. And sometimes she goes back to sleep within 5 minutes. And sometimes it takes her an hour and 15 minutes to put herself back down to sleep. But we do not pick her up. We do not feed her. So that, I used to be, when she was teething and stuff, and sick, like March and April, she was waking up. I was nursing her anywhere from 3 to 5 times every evening, every night. And so I was like, nope, end of April. I think it was like April 28th or April 29th, we made the decision, like, we're done. We're not, she's 11 months old now. She doesn't need to be eating in the middle of the night, and she certainly doesn't need to be eating 3, 4, 5 times. She's using me as like a pacifier, you know, and I'm not about to give up my sanity and my sleep for her. So we made that call, and I do not regret it. It has been hard listening to her cry. I mean, we still check on her and we make sure her needs are met, you know, and she's not cold or hot or whatever, but I just won't, I'm not going to do it anymore. And so she's taken to it. I mean, really, like, within the second night, I think, she went to sleep. I don't nurse her to sleep anymore. I'm trying to decide on a lipstick up here. Yeah, I don't nurse her to sleep, unless she accidentally falls asleep on me. I don't, this is the Zoya lipstick in the shade Belle. I'm going to move over just a little bit so you guys can see me better. But Belle is like a soft pink. And so now I'm sleeping, I would say, every other night. I'm sleeping through the night. Like last night, she woke up from 12:15 to 12:45. But I got out of bed once. I went in there and I told her, you're okay, go to sleep. I love you, good night, you know. And then I walked out. And then she cried for another 20 minutes. And I just tried to ignore her, even though I can't sleep because she's crying. And then my husband went in once to check her out, like 15 minutes later. And he just poked his head in, and she was laying down in her crib but still crying. He's like, I think she's about to pass back out. I was like, okay. So we waited, and then she did. She went back to sleep. So it's been really hard but also good for our family because I was getting to be, I'm blotting. That was the NYX Mega Shine Lip Gloss, and it's in Tea Rose. I'm not loving this lip color, but I'm going to make it work. I'm going to do it. Now I'm using the LA Girl Eye Luxe Mesmerizing Eyeshadow Palette in Sensualize. It's a quad, like, plummy, or I guess mauve shadows. So I think I'm going to go with the dark purple and see how that looks on the outer V. But yeah, we definitely needed that. I was becoming like a nag and crying all the time. And I think part of it was that I got off the pill, so I was like very emotional. And I just couldn't, I just couldn't do it anymore, you know? And I was like resenting my husband because he would be like, oh, I got a good night of sleep. And I'd be like, I woke up 5 times, you know? And she didn't just go back down. Like, she would wake up 5 times and stay up for a half hour each time, or sometimes an hour because she was teething or sick or, you know, and I check her temperature. She didn't have a fever. I was like getting to be like a mad, mean person. I can admit that. Like, I wasn't myself. I'm usually like happy and, you know, happy-go-lucky and more relaxed. And I was just like uptight and bitchy, for lack of a better way to say it. Nag and bitchy. And I was resentful towards my husband, who he was willing to get up with Daisy, but she wouldn't shut up for him. Like, she would just keep crying. And so I was like, I might as well just get up and take care of it myself. Like, because she wouldn't let me sleep anyway. This is the Too Faced Peanut Butter and Jelly Palette again. I'm just using the off-white for my brow bone. And so, yeah, I was just not happy, and I knew I needed to make a change. And I have no regrets. It was the best decision I ever made for our marriage. And I'm just tweezing really quickly. There's like 2 little brow hairs, like one right here. That was just... Do you guys have that happen? Where like you want to like your eye look, but those stupid brow hairs are staring at you. But yeah. So I did it and it was great and I feel much better. Like I would be upstairs from like 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. or 8 p.m. to 7 a.m., like 11 hours. And I'd be getting 5 hours of sleep in 5 chunks, or, you know, 6 hours of sleep in 4 chunks or something. And it was just like, this is ridiculous. She's 11 months old. I'm not going to take this anymore. And I didn't. That was that. I stopped. Now I'm using the LA Girl Ultimate Eye Intense Stay Auto Liner in Perpetual Purple. So yeah, I feel so much better. The night before last, she slept from 8:15 to 5:30 a.m. So I got 8 hours straight. You know, like, it can be done. And she just needed to be told, like, no. And now we have a bedtime routine. We put her in her jammies, and I nurse her, and then we go out for a dog walk. Sometimes she gets really sleepy on her walks. That's why I change her before we leave. And we'll walk for like a half hour, or as long as she'll let us, before she starts falling asleep or getting really grumpy. And then we will come home. We will, if she's not asleep or really sleepy, I'll nurse her again on the other side, so I'm nice and empty and comfortable. So that's the other thing, is like, you know, without breastfeeding as much, I have to like adjust to how much milk I'm making. But that's important as far as like regaining my fertility. You know, I gotta step it down a notch so that I can possibly get pregnant, like I'm planning this summer. And we read a few books in the rocking chair, and then I put her down awake but drowsy, and we say, good night, I love you, and then I turn on the white noise machine and we walk out. And sometimes she cries for 0 seconds, and sometimes it's like 10 minutes, but usually by the time we put her down, she knows, like, it's bedtime. Now I'm using the Essence / Princess mascara. I hear somebody coming. I think there's a cute baby coming here. You want to bring her in here? Did she poop or something?
Yeah.
Alright, I just have mascara.
Okay.
So I'm just finishing up my mascara here. Daisy came in. And she's wearing a cute shirt my husband picked out today. It says, well, I have a super mom, something like that, on Mother's Day. I thought that was really cute. And we have a lot of prepping to do in the kitchen. And cleaning up and, you know, taking out the trash, loading the dishwasher, stuff like that, because I'm going to be cooking a lot. But before any of that happens, it is 7:58. I have to leave in an hour. It's okay, baby. I have to leave in an hour for church and choir, and then when I get home from church, it's like 10:30 to 11:30. Everybody will be here at 12. Not putting anything on my lower lash line, just a touch of mascara here. And then for setting spray, I'm using the Sephora brand Beauty Amplifier Fix Spray. It says 1 ounce. I don't know if I love this, but it works fine. Like, you know, it's cheap compared to the Urban Decay one, but I don't know that it adds staying power or anything. Speaking of, she's holding that one that I'm talking about, the Urban Decay. Alright, let me just zoom you out. Alright, so this is my slightly cool-toned Mother's Day look, a little natural. Hope you guys enjoyed watching this video and catching up. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below if you have any video requests or ideas, things you want to see me review, mommy-type videos, lifestyle videos, Q&A questions, stuff like that. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.